In 1909, the King of Afghanistan tied school teachers to cannons and blew them apart in public. Their crime? Well, they wanted a constitution. This is the story of Afghanistan's first secret society. Kabul, 1905, Amir Habibullah Khan rules Afghanistan as his personal property. He imported cars, cameras, even golf, but he signed away the country's foreign policy to the British Empire. 2 years earlier, he had founded Habibia College, Afghanistan's first modern school, and that school became the crack in his own throne, because Kabul's tiny educated class were reading smuggled newspapers, Persian and Urdu papers like Habl al-Matin printed in Calcutta and carried secretly across the border. In 1905, Japan, an Asian constitutional state, defeats Russia, a European autocracy. In 1906, Iran's people force the Shah to accept a parliament. In 1908, the Young Turks do the same to the Ottoman Sultan. Revolution was sweeping Asia, and in Kabul, a handful of men decided that Afghanistan was next. So around 1906, they formed the Jamiat-e-Sirri Milli, the National Secret Society, maybe 300 members at its peak. Teachers, court clerks, royal secretaries, even reformist mullahs who argued that a constitution was actually required by the Islamic principle of shura, consultation. It was Kabul's intelligentsia in miniature, heavily Tajik alongside Pashtuns and Indian Muslims. They organized in cells of 10, so no member could expose the whole network. Their leaders included the school's headmaster, Dr. Abdul Ghani, an Indian Muslim teacher from British India. Many of these men came steeped in India's anti-British and pan-Islamist politics, and they brought that fire with them. Alongside Ghani was Maulawi Muhammad Sarwar Wasif. What were their demands? Well, a written constitution, a national assembly, equality before the law, modern schools, and full independence from Britain, which meant that their movement was seen as treason by their own king and by the British Empire at once. So in 1909, an informer denounced them, claiming they were plotting to kill the emir. The leaders were strapped to cannons on the parade ground and blown apart. Before his execution, Wasif wrote one final Persian couplet, some say in his own blood. Abandoning wealth, abandoning life, abandoning one's head. This is but the first stage on the road of constitutionalism. The rest were thrown into dungeons, chained in the dark.